Hey everybody, welcome to Game 1, Anuzarg versus Montasaurus. This is their second series. Both players are now in gold. Should be pretty interesting to watch, I think. Hopefully that actually went into effect, because I believe the music may have been muted while we were in the interview, which is intentional. Hopefully it transfers over into the game that I hit Control M just now. Anuzarg not having loaded up. There we go. Let's see who's going to win the loading race here. Surprisingly, not me. Montasaurus getting there first. In the top right of the map on Overgrowth, it is our yellow Zarin, Montasaurus. And yeah, the music did work. Bottom left of the map, it is his opponent, now in the Day 9 ladder clan, Anuzarg. A lot of players from the Day 9 ladder clan in the Showmatches. We've got Fade is one of them, as I recall. We have Greedo as well. Maybe one other that's not popping into my mind at the moment. So Anuzarg has been told, from what I'm reading in chat, to do a specific build by Prinef, and that's the only information I'm going to give you guys on YouTube. Those of you who are watching live know exactly what he said. And, yeah. Anuzarg is basically sending gigantic signals that he's doing something weird by what he's saying in chat right now. Let's see how Montasaurus reacts to that. That was a really early SCV moving out onto the map here. It's actually doing a weird zigzag pattern, which is always a good sign that someone's about to build something. And it looks like Montasaurus is going to be the one being cheesy. First, on this map, this is a great choice. This is Overgrowth, one of the most aggressive maps in the map pool right now. Barracks positioned to the left side of the map over by one of the potential thirds. Drone moving out to the other side of the map. Anuzarg is going to find out that something weird's going on pretty soon here. Spawning pool has gone down at 14. Something particularly strange going on with that, though. And is he going to... What is this drone doing? This drone is also taking a strange movement path here, not going up to the base. This is not a scouting drone. He's aiming for this third location here. And... Proxy Rax, well played, GG. Happy face. Looks like the drone is changing his mind. I thought he was going to expand there, because it's looking like he's... Yeah, there he goes. Hatchery down in the natural by Anuzarg, and this is going to get awkward, folks. Overlord hanging out over the base here does see the Reaper. Feed the Reaper man. The organization of the drones going on here in the main base. Here comes the drone, probably looking like a roach warren. Oh yeah, picking up that gas. I wonder if he was supposed to do that any earlier. Regardless, he's rushed up to that roach warren as fast as he possibly can. Montasaurus has not checked the outside of his base in a while. He's going to be completely unaware of the existence of this hatchery. Bunker on the high ground coming up here by Montasaurus. This is going to protect him. This is actually going to contain this base's worth of production, but not so much on the not so much for the natural though. Bunker is just about to finish. Only going to utilize that whenever necessary. I'm going to build a second bunker maybe in a moment here. Keeps the SCV alive. Pretty nice and micro here from Montasaurus so far. And we're pretty much just waiting right now to see what happens as far as this base goes. If he's able to get a lot of roaches out, decent. I think the roaches should do actually pretty well against these Reapers if we can get them out in a decent number. Reapers do very, very little damage to them. These bunkers are going to make this very difficult, though. Yeah, Prinef told him to hatch first, apparently. He's saying no in the chat. Hatch first and then into. So I think he meant hatch first over at the natural and then go into the spawning pool. It didn't do that though. And these Reapers are starting to put a huge amount of pressure onto Montasaurus. I mean, onto Anuzarg. Does lose one of them. Anything building up here just yet? Nope. He does have the ability to build one or two roaches up there and just send them up into the main base, start doing damage to the worker line, but the thought appears to not be crossing Anuzarg's mind just yet. Reapers have left the bunker now. Trying to get some drone kills, not able to make that happen. Runs them back over into the bunker. We have only one STB for repair here. He can retreat to the other bunker, though. See if he even kills maybe one. Reaper in the process. Gets one. And he's kind of holding him at bay for the moment. 2 more roaches producing over in the main base here. Reapers can kite roaches, little known fact. Really? Well, we're not probably going to get to see that displayed too well here. Bunker's now on fire. Only needs to bide his time to, doesn't save the roach. That thing to go down. It's not going to take out that last roach. I'm not sure if he managed to salvage that or not. The roaches are now out of position, though, as 4 Reapers have now run onto the high ground here to continue their attack. He's kind of just sitting inside their vision. Anuzarg says, disaster averted, but he may have spoken too soon as more drones have begun to fall. Looks like he's going to lose pretty much his entire worker line up here. He's being forced to evacuate everything. Just going to bring the drones along, probably park him down at the natural once he gets there with the rest of his units. Marine coming out to deal with the Overlord, and I think Montasaurus still has no idea that there's a base there. In fact, he sees the creep on the edge of his vision. It looks like he's trying to wall off. He's not really able to make that happen. And now he's in a really, really awkward situation as Zerg units are pouring across the map and now into his base where he basically has no defenses. Does have the factory, though, so he can potentially get that down to pick up some Hellions or some Widow Mines. And it looks like Montasaurus is going to do his best to basically just kill out the tech tree here, get the Roach Warren, get the spawning pool, and go from there. I just realized the menu music is totally happening. Not sure what's going on with that. Montasaurus is just going to relocate his command center. Unfortunately, the roaches can follow this pretty easily, and I think Anuzarg has this, guys. This is a really awkward situation. He maybe, if he can continue to do enough damage to the economy, force it into a draw, but I'm kind of not seeing that here. Montasaurus is basically switching over to his opponent's base now. Anuzarg says he thinks he's ahead. I would agree with that. I think his army can actually engage against this. Montasaurus does have the ability to continue producing units, though, so his army is going to continue to expand in size. As Anuzarg's economy has been completely gutted until only a moment ago. Clears out the spawning pool, puts Anuzarg in a really awkward position. Now needs to rebuild his tech. I don't think it's quite occurred to him that he needs to do this yet. He's only still building drones. He's going to lose the front hatchery in just a moment here. And I think there's a timing window here for Montasaurus to actually build up a decent-sized army and just walk across the map and kill him. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I think he can do it, though. Especially if he can get up to a... Ooh, not controlling so great against the building building attack. But yeah, I think if he can get, like, especially if he can grab a Widow Mine, throw that into the mix, even just 1 or 2, do a lot of work here. Canceling the command center that was building. It's going to just send all his workers down to mine at the natural. So both players have not only switched bases, they have taken each other's naturals, oddly enough. So one thing I'd see from Anuzarg right now is if he could send a couple units up here to kill off these supply depots. I think that's something he definitely should be doing right now. And oh my goodness, this factory is still up here. It can actually produce units right at the back. Spawning pool is just about to finish for Anuzarg. Montasaurus is positioning his units at the top left of the map. Marines moving up there to help out. Siege tank coming out from this forward factory. How about this one up here? Anything? Nope, not yet. And here come the roaches up into the main base. Looks like Anuzarg has finally realized that there's nothing up here, so he should actually attack it. He's going to kill this factory by the look of it. And yeah, start working on the supply depots. This is a nice move. Might be able to hamper Anuzarg's, Montasaurus' production for a little bit, but unfortunately, here comes the army. And the Reapers and Marines doing a decent amount of damage to the base here. Comes the roaches to try and respond. And Montasaurus just backs out. Did a little damage, leaves, picks up a couple more units. He's going to have a siege tank to help us out. Once the siege tank is here, really just planning it right there, use the rest of his army units to kind of protect it, he can start to do some pretty serious damage to this. Roach is trying to engage forward, going to discover that that's in fact a bad move in just a moment here. Siege tank is still barely in range. It's off another shot against the roaches. And Anuzarg is in a lot of trouble. Widow Mines would for sure be effective. I'm really in agreement with the chat on this. Got a few people saying that it would be really nice to see those right now, and yeah, we just haven't seen them yet. He does have the ability to produce them, but they're not... Montasaurus is just not thinking of it. And for some reason, he's producing a supply depot where his opponent can kill it kind of easily, but yeah, whatever. I don't think that's going to occur to Anuzarg either. Siege tank is adjusting its position. Anuzarg has finally commented on the tank. Another Reaper goes down. Second tank actually just about to finish. Is there a third one already out? Not yet. He's building another tank on the high ground up here. He's going to actually just block Anuzarg in and slowly kill him, I think. Spine crawlers will not do much against these siege tanks. They can only stop the advance of the army. Montasaurus is trying to push in a little bit here, actually trying to get the queen there, I think. Might be able to take out this front spine crawler. Spine crawler uproots his repositioning, is giving a moment for the army of Montasaurus to get some more damage done. Baits another shot in with the tank. Second siege tank in position. Third siege tank going to be in position in a moment. And yeah, I think once this is set up, this is just a completely untenable position for the Zerg, I think. And that's GG. I love Overgrowth, guys. Always produces interesting games.